So what's going on, everybody? Another day in the NBA. So I'm gonna go over pretty much every game that was played last night and who I picked and the top performers for each game. If you will, please give a like, a comment, subscribe. Help support the channel, helps me grow. So starting off, Bulls versus the Hornets. I originally chose the Bulls. Larry Markkinen had a really good game. Kobe White did too. I like that kid, man. He's a really good shooter. But Markin went off. He had 35 and 17. Devontae Graham, he balled out. I'm not too familiar with him, but he was top performer for that game. The Pistons and the Pacers. I chose the Pistons. My boy D Rose showed up. I think D Rose is kind of gonna be in this thing where I guess pretty much like Lou Williams for the Clippers, where you're off the bench, but you basically get starter minutes. I guess that's what he's gonna do because Reggie Jackson, he didn't really play too well, man. To be honest, he wasn't looking too good. But Drummond had 32 points, 23 rebounds. He played really well. Luke Kennard was shooting lights out. Sabonis was balling out. So they had some pretty good players show up last night. Cavaliers versus the Magic. I chose the Magic, obviously. And I don't think there was any way that the Cavaliers were going to win that one. You got Nikola Vucic, whatever, Nikola, 21 and 9, and then Tristan had a pretty solid double with 16 and 11. The Celtics and the 76ers. I was able to watch this one. I chose the 76ers to win this one. The Celtics did go on a run. I kind of predicted that Gordon Hayward would have a pretty solid game because I think he's fully healthy now. Jaylen Brown was in a lot of foul trouble, so he didn't really do much. That length really bothered Kemba. It bothered Kemba. Like, Al 6'9", Joel's basically 6 foot or 6'11", Ben 6'10", Tobias is like 6'9". Josh Richardson is probably like 6'6", 6'7". So that team has a lot of length to bother Kemba. Like, there's literally no player on the court that's anywhere near his height. Because Kemba's a solid, 5'11". So that really bothered him. So, I mean, if I had, just looking at that and how it is right now, if I had to take a team to beat the 76ers, it sure as hell isn't going to be the Celtics because that length really bothered them. I mean, they will have to play really, really fast. They killed them in the paint, which I expected that to happen. The Celtics probably need to get a big. They're going to have to address that because Giannis is going to feast on them too. So Gordon had 25 points, 5 rebounds. Ben he flirted with a triple-double with 24, 8, 9. Ben was doing whatever he wanted, doing everything he wanted last night. So we got the Grizzlies and the Heat. I chose the Heat. Of course, Jimmy Butler didn't play last night. Justice Winslow had a really solid game, man. 27, 7, and 7. That's a solid game. That's a really solid game. And for the Grizzlies, you got Tyus Jones with 15.7 assists. Ja Morant played pretty solid. He had 6 turnovers, but he's a rookie, so that's to be expected. Not expecting him to average a damn double already. And then we got Timberwolves, Nets. Really good game. Kyrie dropped 50, 8 and 7. So that man was balling. I mean, he could, and it was an efficient 50. It's not like him just taking a bunch of shots, taking away from his teammates. No, he had it going. Karl Anthony Towns with 36 and 14. I chose the Nets to win, and they lost by 127 to 126. So I'm like, whatever. It happens. You can't get them all right. Next up, we got the Wizards and the Mavericks. I chose the Mavericks to win. The Wizards have nobody but Bradley, and he finished with 19, 6, and 9. Luka was giving everybody heebie-jeebies out there, man. Luka was a highlight reel. I mean, that step back was deadly. And then Porzingis was doing his thing. I think they combined for at least 58 points. I think it was. Yeah, I don't have Porzingis his stats pulled up right now, but I know he was balling. Oddly enough, Luka actually out rebounded Porzingis by like 5 rebounds. The Knicks and the Spurs. I chose the Spurs. I am surprised though. Well, I'm not really surprised. One thing I did say was that the Knicks have a lot of talent. They got a lot of young players. They got a lot of players, a lot of depth. They don't necessarily have a star player right now. RJ Barrett could be that. Julius Randle is showing up. But they lost a good game. I mean, it was a close game. You know, the Spurs closed it out in the fourth quarter, last few minutes of it. Randle had 25, 11, and 6. RJ dropped 21. You know, he had some rebounds and assists in there too. DeJounte Murray was the highlight for the Spurs with 18, 8, and 6. I think he's a 6'5" point guard too, so about 6'5", 190. Basically the 2K player build. Okay, then we got the Thunder and Jazz. I chose the Jazz to win this one. I was excited to see how that new team would be, and I think they're gelling. They're going to be a defensive team, so that's there. Chris Paul was pretty solid, 22, 8, and 3. Shea Alexander-Gilchrist, he was balling. He was doing his thing. And then you got Donovan Mitchell with 32, 12, and 3. Mike Conley shot like 1 for 16. I mean, he showed up. He just couldn't make a damn shot. And you got the Nuggets and Trailblazers. I was able to see a little bit of this one too. I chose the Nuggets to win, and they won by 8. 108 to 100. The Joker was in foul trouble pretty much the first half, but he still ended up finishing with 20, 13, and 2. Probably would have had more assists had he played the full game. But, you know, you got to get more aggressive to help his team win because, you know, you're playing the Portland Trailblazers playoff team. There, you know, the competition is there. Damian Lillard had 32 points, 4 rebounds, 8 assists. Hassan Whiteside, really good game, solid game, double, of course. And, man, Denver's deep. Because the Joker didn't play the entire second quarter at all. And they were still able to hold off these guys. CJ McCollum, he had a rough game. We didn't see much of Michael Porter, if at all. I don't think he played much. I don't think he touched the court at all. But eventually he'll probably get in as the season goes on. They're probably just figuring out the depth and how they're going to rotate players. Next up, we got the Kings and the Suns. I chose the Suns to win. I didn't think they would blow them out, 124 to 95. But, Buddy Hield got paid, and he played really well. He was like 6 for 11 from 3. Pretty good percentage. My guy De'Aaron Fox didn't pretty much do a lot last night or anything really. Ricky Rubio played pretty well. Aiden played solid. Devin Booker was efficient. 22, 2, and 10. Solid showing from him. Kelly Oubre was solid. Man, it was a really good win for that team. Really good, solid win for that team. I'm excited to see what they're going to be next. I think Devin Booker, his next evolution as a player is to be a better facilitator and a better defender. Not just stopping somebody, but just, kind of getting there, making some plays for his team. So I'm going to go over today's games and my picks for them. It's not that many games, so it won't take too long. We got the Hawks and Pistons. I'm going to go with the Pistons again. What I saw from Derrick Rose, because Derrick Rose had Brogdon spinning, literally had him spinning. And he's getting that team going, coming off the bench or starting, however they're going to do it. Drummond dropped 32 and 23. Drummond is like the best, rebounder in the league, in my opinion. And I think that's going to pretty much be a consistent thing. I got the Bucks over the Rockets. I honestly don't know what to think of this game with James Harden and Russell Westbrook playing with each other. It's kind of like a wait and see thing, kind of see what they're doing. I don't want to discredit anything that they may or may not do, but I'm going to take the Bucks over the Rockets. I think Giannis, what I saw from Giannis in the preseason, man, he was really trying to eat. He was really trying to, I think he's trying to solidify himself as the best, which I love because I just love the competition because the NBA is thick with talent right now. Really thick with talent. And we got the Clippers and the Warriors. I got to go with the Clippers. Mainly because the Warriors, well, for one, the Clippers would be a little excited to play the Warriors because the Warriors put them out in the playoffs, on top of the fact that, The Warriors are missing Klay Thompson. You know, not having Kevin Durant is one thing. That's totally different. I mean, they just need Klay to for this game to be competitive and for them to have a chance to win. I don't think they need KD to do that, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Warriors found a way to win because I think Steph can go bonkers. But I'm gonna have to go with the Clippers. The Clippers are solid. They're ready to win right now. You just basically just plug Kawhi into the lineup and didn't really lose anything. So, and plus, I think coming off that win with the Lakers, I think they have that momentum. They're gelling. They see the potential in the team. You know, it's one game, so you can't really overreact. But at the same time, it was one really, really good game. But those are my picks for tonight. I got the Pistons, Bucks, and the Clippers. So if you could, please throw a like, a comment, share the video, subscribe, and I'll be back again. Peace.